So we head into transfer deadline day in the first season, and Jim White could be a busy man. But will he be reporting about Sunderland? Who knows? Roll the intro. Yes, hello everybody and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 with the Sunderland save, and we are heading into deadline day. We're going to get the nice yellow screens in just a second, but these are the rumours with 15 hours to go. Tyrese Campbell potentially coming in from Stoke on loan, something I might not be too disappointed with, to be honest, if that does happen. He's wanted by Wolves as an actual transfer, but if Stoke are willing to let him go out on loan, I would probably take him. I'm not too sure about that. We've got rumours that Aidan O'Brien might be moving to Birmingham for £32,500. Now, I'd probably quite like him as a backup player. Well, I do like him as a backup player, but a fringe player on £6,000 a week and his contract's running out and I don't really want to give him a new contract, I would take some cash in January if they bid. Other rumours, Lyndon Gooch, who is also expiring on his deadline or in his contract, £5,000 a week. We've offered him a new contract because he started the season unbelievably well, and I just feel like if we get promoted to the Championship, we loan him out or sell him to a League One team. If we don't get promoted, then he's good enough for League One. So I think it should be all right. I feel like we're going to renew his contract, which is going to put Preston off that deal. The contract we've offered him is for £5,000 a week, so no pay rise, pretty much the same contract, just with a 2-year extension. So we'll see how that goes. And then the final one is Dan Neil Burnley, rumour, 65k. This is someone I'm keen to actually keep at the club. He started the season pretty well. 2 goals in 3 games when he's come in. He's sort of battling with Ramirez and the other central midfielders to see how he gets on. Now, he's got enough time left on his contract that we don't need to renew it. So that sort of £65,000 is a low offer that I'm not really looking to entertain. So hopefully we don't have to worry about that. And if Burnley do bid, we'll just reject it and he won't get pissed off. If he gets pissed off, we're going to put a bid of like 450k on him and say, if you want him, you got to match that fee. And now we'll get into what's happened since the last episode. So transfer wise, we've bought in another striker, another target forward to try and support the one we've got at the club. We've bought in Josh Coburn from Middlesbrough on loan. 6'3", decent target forward. Looks like he's going to be pretty much of a handful for defenders. Good heading, good off the ball, good teamwork, good decisions, good jumping reach. 6'3", strength is a bit crap. But he hasn't featured that much, actually. He's featured came on as a sub in a cup game. There's a reason that he hasn't really featured, and we'll get onto that in just a second. But other than that, no more ins. He's the only one since the last episode. So results then. Unbeaten since the start of the season. We had a 0-0 draw with Wigan in the last episode and we beat Hull 1-0. We beat the MK Dons 5-2. A stonking game, this one. We went down to 10 men. MK Dons felt bad, so they also got a man sent off 3 minutes later, although it wasn't 3 minutes later because 45 plus 3 is 48. But that was first half. That was second half. And we took control. Anthony Elanga getting his first goal for the club. 4-0 we beat Burton. A really good performance there. 3-1 we beat AFC Wimbledon as well. We beat Bradford City 5-2 in the Carabao Cup second round. Absolutely demolishing. Ross Stewart scoring 4 goals inside 38 minutes. And then we've just beat Wickham 1-0 as well, who got a man sent off. We took advantage of that and scored from a corner with Tom Flanagan getting the header. Next up is Bradford City again in the Papa John's Trophy Northern Section Group F, and hopefully we can beat them again, but we are going to be rotating the team quite a lot for this one because we've got some tired legs. Looking at the stats then as we go in, goals, 10 goals in 7 games is Ross Stewart, and the player counts was the minimum number of qualifying players required. Okay, Ross Stewart is not a very good striker. However, if you put the ball to him inside the box, he's a very good finisher. 6 goals in 5 games, 10 in 7 in all competitions. The boy's been fantastic, absolutely fantastic, which is why I'm now not too fussed if we don't bring another striker. With Ross Stewart as our starting striker and the little guy on loan from Middlesbrough, Josh Coburn, being the backup, I think will be okay. Amongst the goals, other than him, 3 for Lyndon Gooch, which is why he's probably earned a new contract, 2 for Dan Neil, 1 for Flanagan, 1 for Pritchard, 1 for Corey Evans. In terms of assists, most of them coming from Alex Pritchard, the ex-Huddersfield man. As you would expect, he is the man that everything goes through. He ticks it over. He's the one bombing up and down, getting from box to box, and he has started very well in his Sunderland career. 6 assists in 5 games in the league, averaging a 7.82, a championship player all day long. and I'm hoping someone we can hold on to and bring with us as we go up the divisions. He is definitely earning his £8,000 a week. Assists from there, 3 then for Ross Stewart and 2 for Lyndon Gooch, and that is it. So we are very much focused on giving Stewart chances to score goals, and if he gets injured, I hope it's not the end of the world. And then 3, Lyndon Gooch has earned his new contract offer that we've given him. 5 goal contributions in 7 games. It is a little bit wary of how little we are spreading things around, but you know, you can't really complain. The data hub is also ready to go. So if we have a quick look around at the overall performance and how we're working, it is going very well. We do only have intermediate analysis, something I'm going to hopefully improve as we go on in this. But you will see here that in terms of general performance, if we just make this one bigger, in terms of our pass completion, we are completing 91.97 of our passes every game, which is ridiculously good in terms of an average over the 90 minutes we've been playing. 4.29 more than Sky Bet League One on average. We are outscoring everybody, 1.35 more than Sky Bet League One. Tackles, we're winning the tackles. We're getting more expected goals. We're conceding less. We're not giving up chances as much as everybody else. We're having loads more shots per game. 50% of our shots are going on target, which is great. But this pass completion is exactly how we want our team to be playing. We are keeping the ball, we're dominating teams, and it is working wonderfully. The goal output, we're high scoring with an impenetrable defence. This basically means we're the best team in the league at the moment, hence why we're top spot, which is amazing. Really, really good to see how that's going. Team attacking isn't the one I wanted to show you. It was the general performance. No, that's the one we've just looked at. The team attacking, this is it. So, cross completion, we are completing 5.88% more of our crosses than everybody else in the league. We're dribbling a little bit more, which is fine. I don't focus on dribbling as players, so that's not a huge push for me. But this is massive. We're having nearly 5 shots more per game than the Sky Bet League One average, which is just brilliant. We're creating so many chances, and that's why we get these expected goals and goals per game, which is absolutely brilliant. We are on fire at the moment. But we are here for deadline day, so let's take part in deadline day. We do have a game against Bradford on deadline day as well, so it'll be interesting to see how we get on with this. Now, we do have a striker on trial. If you are in the Discord, link in the description below, we do have a striker on trial who I'm quite tempted to bring in. It's Obafemi Martins. He's 36 years old, 39 caps for Nigeria, 18 goals. Lost his pace. He's definitely lost his pace, but would be good for cup competitions, I feel. Would be good for when we really need to rotate the team. Again, we don't have that many older players. He could be a very good mentor to bring in as well, given the fact he's got quite a lot of good player traits. 1-2, shoots with power, moves into channels are things I quite like, and his attributes aren't too bad. Finishing 15, composure 12, decisions 12, flair 15, off the ball. Again, at a League One standard, I sort of feel whack him up there as a poacher if we need a goal or we're mixing things up a bit, and I feel like he'll get you goals. It's a shame he's really dropped off with pace, because that would be absolutely incredible. He doesn't quite have the passing and stuff to be able to do a false 9, and the advanced forward, he's really lacking the ability physically to do that. So I feel like he would just be we need a goal, chuck him on last few minutes as a poacher, try and get him into the right chances. I mean, the technique, the finishing, the composure, the decisions, the off the ball, all looks like it should work. On a 1-year contract, I sort of feel like it's something we could do. He is coming from Wuhan, which could be an issue. But, you know, it's not that long ago. Clubs were spending decent money on him. He's had a total of £33 million spent on him. He has scored goals everywhere he's been. I mean, that year there for Shenhua, 3 goals in 1 game. Brilliant. Even at Wuhan, he scored 1 in 6, which is a record that if he comes on at 6 subs appearances and scores 1 goal and it's a crucial goal, I would probably take that. So it's something I'm considering. I haven't even asked him what sort of deal he would want. I think if we can get him for under £4,000 or £4,000 or under a week, it might make sense. Just to tide us over, give us an option at the club. That's what I think. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. But let's see how deadline day unfolds first. So this is an interesting one. We've been approached by Andre Wisdom's agent to say, you know, he's available. He'd be keen on a move. We don't really need a centre-back, but I'd be quite interested in potentially having him as a right back. Again, just squad options. It is a little English guy we could bring in, wanted by Millwall, so not really having the highest of highs around him. Obviously, sort of burst on the scene at Liverpool, got that loan move to Derby was really where he accelerated his potential. Norwich took him on a big loan of 1.3 million. Derby then paid £2 million for him and have now let him go after playing a lot of games in the Championship last year. I sort of feel like he could be a decent option to have. I don't really need to bring him on trial. We know what he's got. Let's have a quick look then in terms of right back. So Carl Winchester is our all-rounder who I don't really want playing at right back. I want him to be our backup centre fielder. He is a guy I would happily sell if we got a good bid for him. Someone I may offer out as well. But all-round isn't too bad, Carl Winchester. But our normal right backs will be Luke O'Nien is who I'm playing there at the moment. Who again, is Wisdom better than him at right back? Let's have a look at Andre Wisdom here. 3.5 star. If we say we want to compare him at right back, yeah, I mean, Andre Wisdom, better vision, better speed, better physical, better defending. Mental's not too different, but he does lose out on that one. Aerially, he's better. Technically, he's better. Attacking, there's just nothing there. I think we go and maybe get that in. And then, again, it frees Luke O'Nien to come up as this all-round utility backup that I think would suit us well. So I think we are going to go for Andre Wisdom, and we'll see how that unfolds. Okay, so we've got our first offers coming in for one of our players, Arbenet Gjamali, I think is how you would say it. Contract expiring at the end of the season. Not really going to get a look in, although he is a decent player on stats. I just feel like the centre-backs we've got, the ones we've brought in as well to help out with Yaroslav Yak coming in, Doyle, we've got utility players that can play there. I feel like cashing in wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing to do on this guy. He's been out injured for a while, not played. Bought him on a free last year and didn't play last year either. So sort of feel like it makes sense to try and cash in. Now we've got teams giving us sort of ultimatums. 75k. I mean, his contract is expiring. They're all offering sort of similar. And I don't mind paying a little bit of a fee. Now, yeah, see, this is less, but without any wages on it. I'm going to reject, and we're going to offer him out at a little bit more money and just see if anyone bites. We'll just say 100k. Give us 100k flat out and he's yours. You can have him. So I mentioned in the last episode that Joel Valencia was someone I was very keen to bring in, and he has agreed to move here on loan, which is something I'm quite interested in. So we're going to accept that one, get that one done. We're going to be paying £6,000 a week, which is in line with our better players. He's agreed to come here on loan as a squad player as well. No positional agreements with the club, so we're allowed to bring him around and move him wherever we want to play. I feel like this is a decent player to bring in. He comes with good pace, which is something I've said before we're lacking. Great dribbling, decent crossing. First touch is okay. Vision's good. Work rate could be better. But again, more competition for that left-hand side, which is where we're weak. Joel Valencia is going to be in. Let's confirm that and get it done. We've also got Andre Wisdom coming in for £2,600 a week as a squad player. Again, something I'm very happy to get done on a free transfer. We will adjust the budgets and get that done. So I said if we can get Obafemi Martins in for less than £4,000 a week, we'd probably go for it. We've got him on a contract for £1,000. £1,000 a week as an impact sub. It could be stupid. It could be foolish. Obafemi Martins is going to be joining Sunderland. Ex-Newcastle striker Obafemi Martins is in. We'll ask Aidan McGeady to just welcome in. Aidan McGeady trying to move him on. Still, nobody's doing it. Fringe player, but maybe past his best. Unlikely to improve. Happy to have acquired a born winner. That's something you always love to read. And Obafemi Martins joins the team. I think £1,000 a week. Yeah, why not? Why not? It'd be great fun. Oh, potentially. Okay, so we have another offer for Arbenet Gjamali, and I think I'm going to accept it. I know it's really low, but £38,000 is lower than what we were getting before. But 20% of next sell on, we'll pay £550 a week. I just want him out. Get him done. Get him out. That's fine. So I'm going to go into the game against Bradford in the Papa John's Trophy. I'll sort out the team. We've got people away on international duty, which is very annoying. I'll come back and we're just going to focus on deadline day because it's been very action-packed so far. And I don't think this game will be very good being a Papa John's Trophy. So this is going to be a deadline day only episode. So I'll play this off camera. We'll come back afterwards. carry on with deadline day, because I still think we might get some bids for our players late on. Okay, so the match is done, and we've come a very good 2-1 win, which was absolutely lovely. We've got a few more bits of news coming through. Djaku scored on his debut, which was lovely indeed for the guy on loan from Union Berlin. We've not really used him too much, but he impressed. Yeah, he played well. 1 cup game, 1 goal, a 7.8. He did well. The boy did good. And we get 10k for the win in the Papa John's Trophy as well. We also gave debuts to Andre Wisdom, who came on and got an assist as well. Started at right back because we had all those people away on international duty. Wisdom did play and he got an assist, which is very nice indeed. He played at the right back, and yeah, there it is. Just is it just behind my face? I think it might be. 1 cup game, 1 assist for a 7.5, which is very nice. And Obafemi Martins came on. We moved Jacko over to the left. Obafemi Martins came on as an inside forward, believe it or not. And yeah, he did all right. I can't remember what rating he got. What did he get? A 6.7. He only played about 15 minutes, so not too bad. But we are now back for the last hour of deadline day. We've got a few players offered out. Let's see if anything comes from it. Probably not, with only an hour to go. And that is deadline day done. And we got a question in the last hour saying, was the Obafemi Martins deal a panic? Definitely not. We wanted to sign him for a long time, and I'm delighted we've done it. I mean, we took him on trial, so you can have that as evidence to say we've done it. But there you go. Deadline day passes, no outgoings, because even the centre-back that we've sold, the Kosovan guy, isn't moving till January. But Andre Wisdom in, Ramirez in, and Obafemi Martins joins as well. So also not too bad. We've actually signed the most players, 24, most of which were here before we got here. Ipswich Town, 24 players out. The top deal of the whole the window was 600k. Jason Kerr, St Johnstone to Wigan, and ours was the biggest deadline day deal. Obafemi Martins on a free transfer, which says a lot about League One. But overall, in the English transfer window, most players out was Man City on 48. Most players in was Swansea with 29. Man City spent 190 million, and Lukaku and Alexander Isak moved to Newcastle. A very good signing. We'll have a little bit of a Newcastle watch. They are our rivals, and they've got a bucket load of cash. So they've bought in Nemanja Matic on loan. They bought in Souza from Besiktas. Doesn't look too bad until you realise he's 32. Nahita Nandez from Cagliari. That looks like a better deal. 25 years old, not too bad. £13 million. And Alexander Isak, 37 million. Absolute bargain at that price, if you ask me. Hopefully they can hold on to him. Well, hopefully they don't hold on to him, or hopefully he's terrible, because they are our big rivals. But yes, what did they do? Joe Linton, 3 point. Oh, I wish I could have signed Joe Linton. Big fan. I mean, he's terrible. I'm just a big fan of his personality. Isaac Hayden joined Aston Villa on loan. They sold Matt Ritchie to Burnley, and Elliot Anderson went on loan as well. Matty Longstaff on loan to Aberdeen. Weren't Man United rumoured to sign him at one point, or was it the other Longstaff? I can never remember. But yeah, not too bad. The squad's looking a little bit thin on the ground, but that is because we have the unavailable tab ticked. So if you ignore Jack Diamond and Will Grigg, who are out on loan, everybody else is in the squad. In fact, if we go not at club, then we can see it properly. So yeah, some large numbers there. O'Brien didn't really have any bids on him towards the end. We were trying to move him on, but no one was interested. His contract is expiring, but as we haven't sold him on deadline day, I'm just going to change all this to no status set. So just so that it's like we're not having a price set on him. If people want him, they'll now come in at a bid. Aidan McGeady, I'm still trying to move on. I'm done with Aidan McGeady. He's not going to get probably no game time this season, I would imagine. Lyndon Gooch, as we said, he's still actually not accepted our contract offer yet, but we didn't have any bids for him anyway. And Carl Winchester didn't get any bids, so we'll just do the same with him as well, and just turn these to off, just so that there's nothing sort of dangling the carrot in case teams come in when we don't want him. Albertin Germani isn't moving until January, as I said, 15th of the 1st. So what we are going to do is just say bye-bye, down you go to the under-23s, so that we don't even have to consider you a player anymore. And that is deadline day done, I think. Let me know what you feel about how we've done and what we've brought in. Obafemi Martins, Andre Wisdom, and Joel Valencia obviously joining on loan as well, which I think is a good deal. That's a good deal. Him and Anthony Langer on the left will really be good and give options that we can use. I feel like with how the season started, I'm a lot more comfortable now about being in League One, and the fact that we're playing so well, we're scoring goals, we're creating chances quite easily. I feel like we're in a good position now to push for playoffs at minimum, promotion is what we should be aiming for. I mean, we've already got a 2-point lead ahead of Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday, and we're the only three, although Cambridge are there. They haven't lost the game either, but they've drawn 3. So really, already it looks like we're going to have Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday as the sort of front runners. Rotherham and Gillingham on 10 points, Cambridge on 9, Wickham on 9, Portsmouth up there on 8. Obviously, very early in the season, still loads to play for. But yeah, it is looking good. Ross Stewart with 6 goals leading the line. He's also the highest average rating. Pritchard with the most assists. Ross Stewart with the most player of the matches. It's all clicking at the moment, and our job as manager is just to make sure that that continues, which is absolutely great. So thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you've enjoyed it. I really hope you've enjoyed the editing, the intro, the transitions that we've got going on now in the editing. I'm trying to make a bit more of an effort in this save, and I hope that comes across. That was Deadline Day. It was great fun. It always is in the new style. And yeah, we'll be back for some games in the future. Who knows when? It'll probably jump forward a little bit now, but yeah, looking forward to it. Catch you at the next one. I'm out. Cheers.